Okay. All right, let's start in Shavasana. Lie down on your mat. Welcome to your yin practice, to this deep hip release class. Welcome home to yourselves. As you lie in your Shavasana, observe how your body feels tonight. Scan your body from the crown of the head all the way down to your toes. And what have you brought to the mat tonight? What have you carried with you from your day, from your week? Whatever you're holding on to, whatever is not serving you, get ready to release that tonight. Pay close attention to your breath. Exhale any tension out. Bring the soles of your feet together as you lie in your Shavasana for a reclining butterfly. Supta Bananasana. Observe sensations through the inner thighs, the inner abductors, the knees, the hips. Bring gentle awareness to your lower body. Pressing the soles of the feet together. Deep hip release. Whatever we resist persists. You can only lose what you cling to. The hip joint is where the head of the femur bone nestles into the acetabulum or little cup of vinegar. This word comes from the Latin acet, meaning acid. The hip region is tightly bound to give it stability, and therefore it can feel glued together through sitting, overexertion, lack of activity, or injury. Tight muscles, like a gripping fist, resist the smooth flow of energy through the arteries and connective tissues. In relation to our heart, This physical tightening reminds us that the things in life we bind to are also the things that take away our freedom. We can bind our thoughts to rigid views. We can entrench ourselves in our own sense of rightness and wrongness. We can cut deeper grooves with our habits and long-held beliefs. We can become stuck with an expectation of how life, ourselves, or other people should be. When we are bound or attached, we are no longer free. Tonight's practice uses blocks and a strap to change the experience of the pose. If you wish to have a milder feel to this hip release class, you can go propless. When we work with our resistances, whatever we fight against will stay with us until it is heard or seen. Tonight, I invite you to go towards difficult sensations and mental resistances to see if they soften or dissipate. Take a deep inhale. Take a big exhale through the mouth. Very gently extend your legs into your Shavasana. Extend the legs straight. Start to circle the wrists and ankles, releasing tension, clicks and creaks. Gently move the head from side to side. Bring the feet together. Bring your arms overhead. Stretch in opposite directions. Point the toes towards the front. Reach the fingertips up and back. And gently hug your knees into your chest. Take some rocks from side to side. And circle your knees in one direction. And circle your knees in the other direction. Curl into a ball on your right side. Tuck your chin in towards your chest to make yourself nice and small, curling into a ball. Staying here for a few breaths. And on your inhale, press your left hand into the floor as you push up to a seat. Now grabbing for your blocks, ladies, bring them in front of you. I'm going to take Bananasana, butterfly, with our feet resting on the blocks, okay? So bring the blocks together and then bring your feet to rest on top of the blocks and press the soles of your feet together. And you can hold on for the sides of the feet or the toes. And to go a little bit deeper in this hip opener, you can let yourself round through the upper back and bring your chin in towards your chest. And you can play with bringing these blocks a little bit closer towards your body. That's going to create more of a stretch through the inner abductors. Keep the soles of the feet pressing together, keep them active. Let go. Three minutes here. And as each minute passes, see if you can go that little bit deeper, go into your next edge, folding forward even more. Now notice mental resistance rising. It could be aimed towards any tightness and tension in your neck, in the back of your neck. Perhaps your mind is pushing you to lift your head, to move your head around, or maybe your hips are starting to feel quite warm. You can feel the compression there. Maybe you feel it in your inner thighs, your lower back. Try and become unstuck in body and mind. Last minute here, can you fold that little bit more? Can you stay with the sensations you feel? For some time. A few seconds more. Ten more seconds. Take a big inhale. Take a cleansing exhale. Take your time. Gently start to straighten through the spine. Start to walk your hands up the sides of your legs and then gently let your feet plant down onto the floor, keeping the knees bent. We'll bring the arms behind us, the palms to press down as we lean back and then take little windshield wipers. Bringing yourself forward. Caterpillar, okay? So this, we need our strap for this one. So what I want you to do is make a tiny, we're going to wrap this strap around us, all right? So With your strap, just make a very small loop, okay? Just so that the strap is secure. And then wrap it around the soles of your feet, and then wrap it around your body, okay, around your back. So just going to bring it into the middle of your back, all right? Now your hamstrings, this might make your hamstrings quite tight. So if that happens, take a little micro bend in your hamstrings and then grab for a block. You're going to place this block, I should have my hair tied back, sorry. Place the block on your thighs and then just play around with the strap if it doesn't feel comfortable. Rest your head on the block. Now you might need 2 blocks, okay? So the blocks are resting on your thighs. Arms by your side, palms facing up or down, and use 1 or 2 blocks. Now you might need to start with 2, and then after a minute, you might find that you can let go of the other strap, okay? So make yourself comfortable. Keep the knees bent. And see if you can straighten the legs any. Keep the toes active. Oh, let go. Scan your body here. Notice sensations, energetic shifts, physical sensations, tightness. Does your body feel supported with the strap, the block, your neck? How do the legs feel? Lower back, the hips. Now we've already been here for about a minute, so you can see you might wish to try removing 1 block or changing the setting of the block, maybe bringing it a little bit lower. Experimenting with whether your body has let go of its own accord. Two more minutes here. You might wish to remove your blocks. One more minute. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Lift your head. Start to, if you need to remove blocks, and also remove this strap, so just release it from your feet as you straighten through your spine. Allow the strap to come away from your body. Place that to one side. Now, we're going to try Supta Bananasana with the blocks in the middle of your mat, okay? So you're going to gently bring yourself back down, okay? So lying down, support yourself with your forearms. That should feel like your lower back probably feels a little bit tight. Relax it. And then take your Supta Bananasana. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and they're rested on the blocks, okay? And the hands can come onto the ribs, the stomach, by your side. Keep the big toes, all the toes touching, the heels, pressing them together. Noticing how this variation with the blocks feels different from when we first began our practice tonight. Where do you feel it now? As you lie here, do Supta Bananasana, feel an expansion of breath in your chest, in your heart center. Breathe space into the hips. Energy. Unlocking any tightness, any emotions stuck there in the hips, any fear, any worry, any anxiety. On your next inhale, gently allowing your legs to extend straight out on either side of the blocks. Rebound Shavasana. Yeah. Exhale. Gently draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, a rock. Curl into a ball, maybe kick those blocks away from your feet as you arrive into the fetal position on your right side. Slowly and gently pressing up with your left hand, setting up for dragon pose, ladies. Okay, so dragon. This variation, we're going to use one block underneath your foot, okay? So bring yourself with your left foot pressing onto the block, all right? Now you might wish to pad this right knee out, so I have a blanket on top of my yoga mat and I'm just going to fold that over once more, just so the right foot is right knee, is completely protected. Sink your right hip down and forwards. Keep this left knee directly on top of your ankle, okay? So it's not overextended dragon, it's high flying dragon with the help of your block. Now with your arms, you can just allow them to rest by your side, like so. Or if you sometimes feel more active, more dynamic, I feel, when you bring your fingers to interlace and you press them on your thigh, okay? And if you do that, just make sure that you relax the shoulders back and down and broaden through the collarbones. And you can just look at a drishti straight ahead, a focal point, or else close your eyes and really go deep with the sensations in your hips, both left and your right hip here. If it feels too much at any point, just gently straighten through that left leg, take the pressure out of the leg, okay? And then bring yourself back. 3 minutes here. Now this is one of those postures where your mind will definitely start to protest, maybe your body. And always, I always say honor where you are. And if it is too much, don't force yourself. If you do need to come into a child's pose, if it is too intense, then please honor where you are. You know your body best. But know that it's normal to have this mental argument in your mind in such an intense, deep hip opener. And if those thoughts are starting to arise, divert the thoughts by bringing awareness to the sensations, the physical sensations in your hips and your knees. And if that doesn't work, bring the awareness to your breath. Ujjayi breath is best. Calming, grounding, centering breath. Whilst keeping that left knee on top of the ankle, can you sink a little bit deeper into your hips for this last minute? And try not to scrunch those left toes into your block. Relax your toes. Relax your face. Smile. I know it's hard. 10 more seconds here. Inhale. Big exhale. Very, very gently release your hands, your fingers. Bring the fingers down to the mat. Just lift your left foot off the block. Take a restorative child's pose between sides, ladies. So just bringing the knees together, and it's your choice whether you want to extend arms forward or bring the arms back, okay? Relax. If it's more comfortable, you can bring the knees wide apart. You choose. You can even bring your head on a block. Well, even though this is a resting pose in between the sides of your dragon, you'll still feel that compression in your hips. Wiggle your jaws here. Release any tightness in your jaws. Breathe all the air out. Softening through the back. And then very slowly coming up. Sitting back on the heels for a moment. Getting ready for the other side. So the block comes to the top of the right side of your yoga mat. Bring your right foot to rest on top of the block now. Again, you might want to pad your left knee under. Make sure it's fully supported. Be around with the block, make sure your arms by the side or interlace. Sink your hips forwards. Keep your knee on top of your ankle, okay? 3 minutes. Close your eyes. Go within. What do you feel? Do you feel anger? Do you feel sadness? Mind to recognize your emotions and what these poses bring up for you. Impatience, maybe. And if it helps, on your inhale, think about breathing in new, beautiful, positive energy. And as you exhale, breathing out all the stagnant, stale energy. Letting go of that toxic energy that might be trapped in your body, in your hips. Taking a moment to honor yourselves for taking this class tonight. It's not easy. It's not an easy class. It's not an easy practice. I salute you and I honor each of you. One more minute. You can do this. Feel the power of the breath. Ten more seconds. Feel the heat rising inside of you. Big inhale. Big exhale. Very gently. Release your fingers. Let the hands come down. Gently release your foot from the block. Come into a child's pose of your choice. You can always use the block to rest your forehead. Thumb down. What do you need to let go of? What are you holding on to? Old thoughts, old patterns, old ideals. Whatever you resist, persists. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Gently lift up. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Sitting back on your heels. Let's take Malasana from here, yogic squat. So bring the hands forwards and bring your feet out to the sides of your yoga mat and then send your hips down low. You probably can't see what I'm doing because of these big baggy trousers, but we're in a yogic squat, okay? If your hips are really not feeling it, you can always sit on a block, okay? If you want to give your hips a bit of a break, no judgment. And if not, if you can stay a little bit more, then you can take the block away, and you might wish to bring the block in front of you, and you can just rest your hands on top of the block. And you might be able to fold forward a little bit, bringing your chin in towards your chest. See if you can let go in your Malasana. Don't worry if your heels aren't touching the floor. You can always bring something underneath the heels if you need, a blanket or some kind of support. Close your eyes, chin to chest. Let go. If you do need to come out of Malasana at any point, just bring your hands behind you and let yourself come down, okay? Like sitting back on your back. I'm going to stay here for one more minute. Ten more seconds. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your head. Bring your arms behind you, your hands press into the floor as you sit back. Lean back, bring the feet to extend slightly forward. Keep the knees bent. Take windscreen wipers. Oh, that feels good. And if you had a block, just kick it off the mat. Aside for now. Come forward. Extend the legs. Use your hands, then your forearms as you come down. Lie down into a rebound Shavasana. Arms and legs wide. Feel all the energy moving around in your body. The body feels vibrant, awake, alive. Powerful. On your next inhale, hug both the knees into your chest, ladies. Give yourself a little rock from side to side. Some circles. Check in with your hips. How do the hips feel? Most likely warm. Curl into a ball on your right side. Press up with your left hand. How are we doing? Okay, so now this is a little bit complicated to get into, but we're going to take Bananasana, one of my favourite side stretches, with the props. So you just need your strap for this one. And you want to make sure that you make a loop big enough to go around the ball of your foot now, okay? So bring it through and then make a loop. Now, what to do is bring your feet, so bring both feet to the right side of the yoga mat, okay? And then hook the strap underneath the balls of your feet, okay? And then, it's tricky to get into. We're going to inch our way down, and then we're very, very, very slowly, now you can hold on for the strap as you let yourself come down. Now, in our Bananasana, as you know, both feet are at the right bottom corner of the mat, and then I want you to rotate your upper body towards the right side of the mat as well, so you make a banana shape, okay? Then, with your left hand, extend your arms up and overhead, and bring the strap so that it's on the right side of your body, and see if you can straighten through that right arm, and your left arm is above your head. So play around with where you want to hold the strap, but just make sure that you feel that stretch to the left side of your body, okay? If it feels too much for your shoulders, you can bend the elbow slightly. We'll stay here for a few minutes on this side. And if you just observe how the stretch feels with the aid of a strap in comparison to when we normally take this Bananasana with no props. Feel a sense of expansion through your left ribs, front ribs, the back ribs, and the centre of the chest. Check in with sensations in your left hip, down the left side of your leg, left side of your torso, shoulders, arms. Keep the toes active in this Bananasana. Keep them flexing towards your face, big toes touching. One more minute on this side. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Very gently. Bring your arms down and just gently bring your upper body into the center of the mat. And then start to inch the feet over to the left side now. So you're setting up for the other side. Bringing both feet to the left bottom corner of the mat. Make sure that the strap is secure, that it's wrapped around the balls of your feet. Bring your arms up and overhead. Let that strap come out to the left side. And bring your upper body towards the left side also. Extend that left arm straight if you can, out to the side. Draw the right shoulder down. Draw the right hip down. 3 minutes here. How does it feel on the other side? Breathe into your ribs, into the space in between your ribs. Breathe into your heart, to your heart center. Can you feel the lines of energy from your arms, your hands, your fingers, all the way down to your toes? Through the legs, through the torso. One more minute here. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lower the arms. And just release the strap from your feet. Bring the strap to the side. Bring yourself back into a Shavasana. Right foot extends over to the right bottom corner. Left foot extends to the left bottom corner. Scan both sides of your body. Both of your hips. Inhale. Exhale. Start to bring gentle movements to the fingers, to the toes, ankles and the wrists, the head. Feet together, arms overhead, stretch it out. Bring the knees to the chest. Cuddle yourself, give yourself a well done hug. Deep breath out. Curling into a ball on your right. Stay here for a few breaths. Notice these shifts, how you feel, sense of balance, harmony, peace. How magical yoga is. Press your left hand into the earth as you push up to a seat. Try to keep your eyes closed. Stay in your body. Bring your hands to press together in prayer at heart center and Jali Mudra. Bow down. honouring yourself for taking this time to come home to yourselves. Sharing the collective energy. Thank you so much, ladies. Namaste.